K975, home to the morning hustle, ayeeedubb, and I have a very special guest in the building. Give it up for Dustystaytrue. What's going on?
What's the word? I'm chilling.
How you doing? How is it?
I feel good. How you doing?
I'm doing good now that I finally get to meet you in person. Because you were saying off camera how we had our IG interview, like 2021, pandemic was strong at that point.
It was.
I know. So it's like, I kind of know like the backstory of you already. So we may have to repeat some things for the actual camera radio interview, okay?
Yeah, whatever you want to know.
Okay, bet. So let's see. Well, welcome to Raleigh.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you to the station. I know you see all the walls and the signees and stuff like that. Do you have a spot where you're going to sign at the interview?
Next to Rowdy.
Oh, we can't sign in there. Rowdy was rowdy, so we let him sign in that one. But
no, I get it. I
there are a couple spots in there.
It's a couple spots I see.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to find one.
Yeah, but you're from New Haven, Connecticut, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So how is it like traveling around, being out of Connecticut? Are you still living in New Haven or like are you somewhere else?
I'm somewhere else right now.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So how is it like different? Like, do you ever miss home? Do you ever go back at all?
No. I'm always home. I love my city. You know what I'm saying? I come home as much as I could, really frequently. My mom is there. My brother's there, so I come back all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too far.
What's the vibes? I've never been to Connecticut. I think maybe just an airport randomly.
What you think? When you hear Connecticut, what you think?
When I hear Connecticut, I feel like it's either like one side is like proper, but I know it's the other side, like there's a hood everywhere, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm in between. Like when I think of Connecticut, I think of like just preppy.
Yeah.
It's my first instinct, like who's from Connecticut is what I feel like.
Well,
what's the vibes for real?
The part of the Connecticut I'm from really ain't like what you think, but
Okay.
it is because we got Yale downtown.
Okay,
So
okay.
Yale is downtown. That's like downtown New Haven, but the surrounding areas, like you said, it's a hood everywhere. But I like that though, preppy. You can brand that.
We're gonna keep it
You know what I mean?
preppy.
I like that though. It ain't that, but I like that.
We're gonna keep it that. We're gonna make it seem good.
A lot of some parts are though. For real, so, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, is there different types of people? Like it's not predominantly something
Yeah,
like it's all
believe
different?
it or not, New Haven is top 10 most diverse cities in America. No cap.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I went to school with like all types of people from everywhere, really. So, yeah.
It's like a big melting pot then.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Like I said, it's on my list. I try to do like go to 50 states to see everything, but
If you come to Connecticut, go to New Haven. I'll take you to
New
get
Haven?
pizza. We got good pizza.
what's the best pizza spot?
Probably, ranked number one is Pepe's. Like in
Pepe's,
America,
okay.
you can Google that.
Okay,
But-
okay.
But my personal favorite is House Street downtown. It's like a personal favorite.
And it's better than New York pizza?
For sure,
Okay.
1000%. I say that on any interview. I say that in New York City.
Oh, period.
Real. Look, Mal like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, he's bugging. But she was also in LA for the BET Awards like a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, last week.
How was that?
It was crazy. It was my first BET award, so it was like, it was different. You know what I mean? I'm glad I got to do it though.
They said this year was a little crazy. How was it for you, like being in the audience or seeing the red carpet? Like, did you think it was crazy compared to like seeing it on TV?
You know,
past
it
couple
was
years?
my first, so I ain't know really what to expect. So that's my only experience. But judging from my experience, I enjoyed myself. It was real fun.
It looked fun,
Yeah.
but compared to like the other ones where like they always say like BET Awards is like going down or something, I thought it was fun.
Yeah,
No
it was
host
mad
this
fun.
year and people just doing their thing. Sexy Red in the audience, just going crazy.
She was going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
You gonna perform in the future ones?
Yeah,
Hopefully?
for sure.
Okay.
We on our way. We on our way.
Now, let's see. You're part of South Coast Music Group. Like I said, we talked about this before because you have family in North Carolina, right?
Yep.
And then you
Yep.
said Arnold was kind of like watching you back then and kind of like keeping his eye on you and stuff like that. So how has it been still being with South Coast? Was it like 3 years? How long? 3 years? 4 years now?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
So how's it been still being
You
with
trying
them?
to age me? You going crazy.
I mean, I make sure.
Nah. 2 years, 2021.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah, like summer 2021. So like a year and a half, really. For real. A
so-
year, almost 3 years. I mean, almost 2 years. My
Okay,
bad.
because when I was like, we did the interview in 2021, I'm like, that
That was
seems
like
so
October
long.
though, right? That was like late. Yeah, that was definitely October, November.
Yeah.
So that was like when I first signed, around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's it been still like working with them and like
I love
meeting
it,
everybody?
honestly. Shout out to Arnold Taylor, Carter, Craig, amazing team over there. You know what I'm saying? They helped me develop as an artist. I couldn't appreciate them more.
They treating you right?
For sure.
Where Craig? Yeah, treating you right?
You see Craig on the road with me right now,
I
you know?
He always
That man
here.
got better things to do, but he here with me, so I appreciate it.
Nah, I love that. It's always good having a good like record, good team, good family, especially supporting your music career and like people you can go to and things like that. So always good things with South Coast.
Yeah.
So Craig doing the job.
For sure. Yeah.
But I also saw that you were, I don't know when you went to your elementary school, like when I saw like an article about it, when did you go back to like visit them?
Yeah, that was in December 2021.
Oh, 2021.
Yeah, I did a toy drive. I gave every kid in the school a toy, like from kindergarten through 8th grade. I wanted to give back to, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from. So I definitely did that, and I loved every minute of it, honestly, because when I got there, they all knew the music. They all was fans. It was crazy.
Okay.
Definitely want to do more of that in the future.
Because a lot of people will do like a high school tour or middle school, but not a lot of people go back to like elementary. But that's like,
Yeah, it's K through 8, so it's middle school too.
oh,
Feel me?
okay,
So,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'm thinking loud. You going pre-K, you know, 1 through 2.
Oh, it's
but
pre-K through 8. Yeah, you're right. I did all that. Yeah,
So they all like loved you and like was happy to see you and things like that.
for sure.
How'd that make you feel? Like going back and kind of like, you know, kids looking up to you and things like that?
It was a good feeling, but the day that I had to go there, my cousin got murdered the night before.
Oh my
So I
goodness.
wasn't in the right headspace, but like they definitely made me feel better.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
once I was there, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to hear that about your cousin.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's been a couple.
Yeah.
It's been a little while now, but thank you.
I can only imagine like having to really put on like a happy face in front of like all those kids and when something like that has happened. So was it really that tough or like kind of like?
Nah, it was tough because I got there. The news was there because you know nobody really gives back like how I gave back. And first thing they started asking me was about my cousin because they knew he was my cousin. So I had to. It was a weird feeling. It was definitely weird. I ain't respect that. It wasn't respectable.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. I pushed through it and I kept moving forward. Honestly.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But it is kind of messed up. They was like all in your face asking about
Yeah.
that. But
asking
it's like,
me
come
about
on now.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I had saw, I guess in the article you said that you wanted the youth to realize that everyone has like a fair shot in life and things like that.
Yeah.
So did you wish you had someone like that when you were that age? Or maybe did that come later? Or is that what you're trying to like be that to the future kids?
I guess I'm trying to be that to the future kids because I never had somebody like that. You know what I mean? Getting up with Arnold Taylor and my whole team, they were really the ones that gave me that push to believe that it could really happen no matter what. You know what I'm saying? If I stay consistent. So that's like the first time in my life that I was able to be exposed to something like that. So definitely trying to be that to the next generation for sure.
It's probably a core memory for them, like, oh, Dustystaytrue came to my school,
Yeah.
and like when they get older, like they want to be like Dusty, do a
That's what I'm
song with
saying. We gotta
Dusty,
be
right?
getting Grammys by the time they get older so they
Yeah.
remember it. You know what I mean?
That is true. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming. And I also saw where like a teacher had said that you were like one of the most caring students back in the day. You made everybody laugh. So you were like the good kid. Like you weren't like.
Nah, she was saying
Oh,
that
she was
to
doing
make
that?
me look better.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She was definitely proud. She was one of my favorite teachers though. So she gonna say what she gotta say to make me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
But I was definitely a little trouble, but I was a good kid overall.
she was acting up,
Sometimes.
detention, suspension, stuff like that, or just
Yeah,
like
but like you know, we it's good though.
you well-rounded. You know, you gotta have.
Yeah,
you know,
well-rounded. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also saw that you had a very interesting job. Well, one interesting job. You worked at Chuck E. Cheese.
How you know that? I ain't say that.
Well, I saw it.
Where you see that at?
Online. It's online.
Where?
Some article, or maybe it's an interview or something, but it said you worked at Chuck E. Cheese.
Nah, I did when I was 16.
How was that?
It was horrible. I ain't gonna lie to you.
A bad job?
Nah, it was fun though.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. I was 16 my first job, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you do at Chuck E. Cheese?
I was a game room attendant. Like, so I just
Okay.
loaded tickets and like cleaned up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy?
What is that?
They was saying that, okay, the pizza, say if someone got like a 12-piece piece or whatever,
Oh
right?
yeah.
If they didn't finish it, they be taking those slices and
that's
putting it
cap.
back.
That's cap.
You
They
sure?
Yeah, they wasn't doing that.
You seen the pictures of the Chuck E. Cheese pieces, though?
I seen it, but you talking to somebody. I was working there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nah, I ain't do that.
I mean, you ain't working there no more, so you could be true.
Nah, it could be though. It could be, but that'd be
Okay.
crazy though.
Wouldn't it be? You eating off
Yeah.
somebody else pizza pie?
That would be
like,
crazy. Cause you guys see what, you know what I'm saying? I was there, like I was really there. Like,
Okay,
they'll drop it, pick it up, that'd be crazy.
yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, Chuck E. I'll be tweeting so fast, like, y'all don't believe what Chuck E. Cheese be doing. That's crazy. But yeah, you better check that internet then. A lot of stuff on there. It said
That's
Chuck
crazy.
E. Cheese. No one's ever asked you about that?
What the pizza thing?
Oh no, Chuck E. Cheese. Period.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese. Nah, you the first.
Oh, shoot.
I'm honestly surprised that that's in an article somewhere.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I was like, out of all things, but that's kind of dope though.
Right.
Yeah. But then speaking of jobs, you were also a home health aide.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
How you know that? It's out there too?
It's out there too.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, so
that's when I started making music though.
Right, I think it was in that interview with the at the recording studio you was at, and it was like the in studio interview or something.
Sound Off, yeah.
Yeah, because you went in to talk about how like you were doing a home health aid, and it was like crazy hours, and you would go to the studio and you would like do these songs and just like really focus on dedication and being consistent. Was that part like hard? Because you would say like I think in the interview you were like, you know, people would bring like women to the studio or they'd be like smoking, chilling, just having fun, but you were like getting these songs.
Yeah, that wasn't my vibe. At that time, like, I was really work from, like, 7 a.m., bust down to double, because that's during the pandemic, too. So, like, it wasn't no money to be made elsewhere, so you had to get a job or do something to eat. But I ended up working from, like, 7 to 11. Like, 5 o'clock come, it'd be a Friday, I'd book a session for, like, 6 hours, go broke, trying to be in the studio, and be writing, because I was able to sit on the couch and write. So I'll be writing. By the time I get to the studio, I'll have 3-4 songs loaded, record them, go home at 5, sleep till 6, take a shower, get back to work at 7, repeat. And I was doing that for months. And I was doing it for months before anything even like shook. I was getting low views, like 1,000, no streams, nothing. And I was doing that for months. And then it paid off though.
Was there ever a moment where you're like, I'ma just stop, like it's not working, like you were saying there's low views and stuff? Did you ever feel like, you know what, I'll just...
Nah, it's crazy because the first song that ever like did anything for me, Never Changed, was like, it ain't do nothing for like 4 months.
Oh, really?
It ain't do nothing for like 4 months.
Okay.
And I always kept saying it was gonna go. I'm like, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Everybody was like, bro, drop again. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm focusing on this one record. And that one record took me further than dropping again would have. You know what I mean? Because
it had like, what, 11 million views last time I checked? Or it's like very viral. It's a very viral song, right?
Yeah, that's the most energy I ever put into pushing my own song because I felt like, and I should get back to that for every drop, you know what I mean? But that was different. It was like my life depended on that song working. That's my mindset for that song, you feel me?
And that's crazy to hear because a lot of people, I guess a lot of artists now would be like, okay, this song didn't work, let's go to the next one. Or like, instead of people won't really focus on one song as much anymore. But you stay true to that. And like you say, it paid off. It keep paying off, right?
Because you got to remember, like, we in a world where it's like high value music and people got to stay in your face. You got to drop. But if there was no demand for my music, why would I keep dropping? Let me create the demand and then drop. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. So how long were you doing all that, like doing the home health aid and then doing the studios and the music before you were done with home health aid and now you can just focus on music?
Like 8 months, I was a home health aid.
Oh, so it was 8 months.
It was during the whole pandemic. It was really like October through like almost that summer of 2020 when I quit and was like, I'm going to just do the music thing because I had stacked up enough bread. I was getting money a lot of other different ways and I was able to, feel me?
So when we did the IG interview in 2021, you was already kind of like...
I was about a year in.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. And then now from 2021 to 2023, where you got like album out, I think, you put out the album Talk More Soon last year. And then you got...
Mixtape, though. We ain't dropped no album. Yeah.
Okay, mixtape. Yeah. The Talk More Soon was a mixtape. Yeah. And then going on like radio promos and tours and things like that. Like, how has that been to experience that change of like pandemic, doing all these hours, now we on the road, we seeing the people who've been playing our music, we can see the fans and stuff now. Like, how has that been?
I think it's definitely like, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? Gratifying, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm definitely grateful. I feel like that project, like everything happens in time, and I feel like that project set me up to like know where I was and like to be able to like develop to where I am now. Type, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like,
so what's been the biggest like, I want to say like biggest, not biggest change, but like where it clicked in your head like, okay, I won't say we finally made it, but like where you feel like, okay, this is it. What was that moment where it was like, okay, we good now, like we can keep going and things like that?
I feel like we ain't had that moment yet. I feel like right now we like we working towards that moment of like we good. You know what I mean? Like right now, I still gotta earn my spot. Even on South Coast, I gotta keep pushing out. I gotta work harder than everybody else to, especially because you know I'm the only dude from Connecticut. Like even like shout out to every artist in Connecticut, but I'm the only dude in Connecticut doing what I'm doing right now. So it's like I gotta constantly keep my foot on the gas and keep my foot on people's necks. So to me, it's like always like I got something to prove and something to do extra than everybody else because I come from a place where it's not normal.
Right. Well, I feel like that's kind of good because not saying that everybody else on South Coast like can chill or relax because they all got to work too.
Nah,
but
they
like
all working real hard. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I gotta.
But it's good for you to like, you know,
yeah.
keep that like push and momentum going and things like that. So that's dope. I think that's dope.
Appreciate you.
No problem. And then speaking of the music and speaking about South Coast, you got the song with Tusi, The Reflections.
Reflections.
Well, he's on your song actually.
Yep.
So how was it working with him? Like y'all on the same label, y'all did the music video together. How was that? Just like his energy and like making that song.
He's a super humble dude. You know what I mean? He's definitely a good dude. I sent the song into him. Like, say it was like a Friday night. He sent it back to me the next morning. He killed the verse. He gave me a great verse. You know what I mean? Super appreciative of it. He did the video. He came to the video shoot with his son. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Like, he's a real good like father type. Like he knew he had to have his son that day. He drove like 2 hours with him in the car, had him in the video shoot. Like that told me everything I really needed to know about him as a dude. Like, he gonna handle his business first. Like, you know what I mean? Because he easily could have said, I'm at work. Like, I gotta put my son somewhere. But nah, he got his son right there with him. Like, the whole video shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's love. That's love, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he had his son at Dreamville Fest. Like, every time I try to see him, like, he always have his son, or he's, like, big family-oriented, so...
Yeah.
It don't surprise me that he had his son at the music video shoot and things like that. Like, he a dad, he also an artist. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do, so... But, yeah, are y'all gonna have any more, like, songs in the future, or anybody else on South Coast that you're gonna be working with?
Yeah, definitely, possibly. I got songs with pretty much everybody on South Coast.
Black Zach is on the album, too.
Yeah, besides
Mixtape.
Baby and Tia.
Yeah.
But everybody else, I got songs with them on South Coast. Baby and Tia probably coming soon.
Okay.
And then, me and Tusi would definitely probably work in the future. Definitely. Right now, I'm focused on building up my name and making sure I'm straight first. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll focus on the features and doing stuff like that.
No, I love that. I love, like, a couple artists that came here before, like, when I talk about their albums or their mixtapes, it do be with no features. And they say the same thing of, like, focusing on their music. Like, I want you to like my music, not because Lil Baby on this one song or The Baby on this other song. You know what I'm saying? So,
but great music is great music. So if somebody give me a feature and it's crazy, and I'm not going to hold it from the world because I'm too focused on myself. You know what I mean? Like, right now, I want to, it's a personal thing. Like, I want to see what I could do. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted to triple back on when you were like, you feel like you hadn't made it yet. What would be that moment where you feel like you did make it? Is it the awards, or could it be just like a little kid from the elementary school saying something? Or like, what would be like the big, like, okay, what would be that moment?
I feel like the moment for me is the moment I accept like a first like Grammy. That's when I know I really did something. Because right now, like, the status of, like, celebrity is, like, it's, like, saturated, like, lower than it's ever been because everybody could be, you could have 100,000 followers and be considered a celebrity nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I get that #1 record, get a Grammy for an album, I mean, I go out and see a crowd of people knowing my songs, word for word, I'm going to feel like I made it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I always see the videos where it's like, I think it was like one song, it's like Jack Harlow where he was doing some fest and be like 5 people in the crowd. Then he went to Rolling Loud and it's like everybody know his song, and so when like them artists have that moment where the crowd does know their music and stuff like that. I can only imagine what that feels like as an artist where like you don't even have to sing your song no more.
Yeah.
Everybody else can
crazy.
sing it for you. Like that's gonna be crazy.
Nah, it is gonna be crazy. Like, definitely. Every artist gotta go through that too.
Yeah, that is true.
It's uncomfortable, but you gotta do it.
Yeah.
For real.
Have you been, I know you're on tour with Tusi's, but now it's back in 2021. So have you been on any other shows?
Yeah,
after
plenty.
That?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did 3 shows with Polo G just recently. That was crazy because he do like the arenas, so it's like 10,000 plus.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, those are crazy shows. We killed those though. And shout out to Boston, Connecticut, all those areas in New England. They turned up. I did shows with No Cap. And yeah, we just been doing shows left and right. Really, we're trying to get on tours right now, so that's something to look forward to for me this year. Definitely a tour.
Oh, so we're gonna get something rest of this year?
Yeah, this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be on tour this year.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, we're excited about that. Hopefully, we get a Raleigh stop.
Yeah.
I'm tired of going to
definitely.
Charlotte. Can we get a Raleigh stop?
Yeah, hopefully. I
Yeah.
feel like Raleigh always get shows though, right? Like, I always got
We
people coming.
used to.
Yeah.
It's like it's very like here and there, but now lately it's like okay, Drake in Charlotte, Beyonce in Charlotte. I mean, Don Toliver did Raleigh and Charlotte, so like stuff like that, and of course
Yeah.
2C. But you know, people are starting to forget about Raleigh, and we need them to come on back.
Definitely.
So we need you here.
I'll be on the lookout.
Okay, period.
Got you.
Well, Dusty, stay true. I appreciate you coming to the station, coming
Thank
to
you for having
Raleigh. Of course. Let everybody know where they can follow you, get to know your music, be on the
Yeah.
lookout for the tour and the album, the
Yeah.
debut album. Let them know where they can follow that stuff.
Yeah, Dustystaytrue, all one word on all platforms. DUSTYSTAYTRUE. You know what I'm saying? How to spell it out for y'all. So
Yeah.
follow me everywhere.